I guess it is Saturday night again.
It is.
It is, and celebrating my birthday weekend. It's technically not my birthday, but celebrating it over the weekend here, and so that's why we're kind of out of line. Well, I mean, I'm not out of line, but I'm out of line when it comes to the next meal being prepared. So, anyway. I don't have anything else. I'm done. We'll see you, folks. No.
Ralph, sure.
Hello, Ralph. How are you? Happy future. Yep. I'm going to display one of my carnivorous habits tonight, Ralph, and gonna eat myself a nice beef sandwich. So I don't know. They probably don't have French dip there, but I bet they have something that's probably close to the equivalent. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know.
Ronald, sure.
Ronald, happy week. Happy Saturday. I hope you had a good week. Oh, yes. Nothing, nothing like French dip is like one of my favorite all-time sandwiches. And as a matter of fact, one of the last times I went to California, had to stop at Philippe, which is where I guess it had its start. But there's another place called Cole's that also has that claim to have inventing the French dip sandwich, and I haven't made it to that one yet. But next time I go, that'll be one of my priorities.
Ralph says happy birthday. Mind if we ask how old you are now?
Nope, don't mind a bit. Ask all you want. Ain't telling you nothing. No. I'm the double six this year. 66. Never thought I'd make it that long, so.
Glad you have.
Anyway, so I've of course I had to bake the roast ahead so that I could slice it and get it ready for the sandwiches. And and the pie, I didn't talk about the pie, that was voted in. The black bottom pie, it is my version of a southern pie with a chocolate bottom and a, for lack of a better word, a rum custard on the top. And so I made my version of that. That'll be dessert. And baked mac and cheese as the side. I'll let you guys vote for the side I'm having for my birthday celebration dinner here. So you should feel honored and stuff like that. Can you see these loaves over there? Kind of. Can you even see the tray?
Kind of.
Okay. So I got a couple of loaves of bread that are raising there. I'm going to give them about 15 minutes more, and then I'll pop them in the oven. I guess while we're just standing here talking, I'll go ahead and make a little bit of cucumber salad. I know some of you are like, cucumber. I don't mind it. Not many veggies that I don't like. Now there's some that I've never had, so far there's very few that I've had that I don't like. Two mostly. Anyway, so we're going to get this peeled up, and I'm going to slice it and get on to maybe some onions with it. Hope everyone has had a good week. It's been an alright week here. Kind of boring. Winter, nothing to do. It's cold. Although it did warm up somewhat today, which made it comfortable to walk the dogs.
Yeah. They liked it.
Oh yeah.
They were happy.
Yes. If it gets too cold or too snowy, they don't get to go. So anyway,
Steve's here.
hey Steve, happy Saturday. I hope you've had a great week. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I got to look down here just for a second while I'm slicing up the cuke. I don't want to cut my hand or my finger while I'm celebrating this week end. Okay, that'll work. Just a little cucumber salad. Shave a little bit of onion here. Thought I'd throw in a little bit of these red bell peppers here. Picked them up a couple of months ago for something or other, and I forgot to use them. So, open up. Oh, well, I guess it would have helped if I'd have took that plastic seal off.
That might have helped.
That might have helped. All right. Let's get a little bit of this out here. Come on now. What is it, just one big pepper? I don't want a whole lot of it anyway, but I don't necessarily want it all to come out in little pieces either. How much is that?
Ralph says, yep, don't want fingers in it, needs to be family safe, lol.
It does.
Natalie's here, happy birthday, old guy.
Oh, thank you, Natalie. Are you on break? I imagine so, unless it's like a different day for you, which does happen. At least that I've noticed. All right, a little bit of that in there. Just making a quick cucumber salad to go with dinner. I don't have a whole lot to cook tonight, which is kind of the way I planned it.
Lisa's here, hi Tom and Mrs. Old Guy, how are you today?
Hi, Lisa. Welcome, welcome. Doing well. It is a nice weekend. The weather is nice. It was in the mid-40s
Yeah.
today, so made it comfortable to go out for a little while. Yeah. Yay.
Steve says I was expecting miso chicken today.
Oh, yeah, miso chicken. Yeah, me not so eat miso. No mo.
Natalie's on her last 15-minute break.
Ah, okay. Well, I'm glad that you, spend your break looking at this old man. Oh, the bread is looking really nice. It's starting to raise nicely. Let's go ahead and finish this off. A little bit of white balsamic.
Lisa says, oh, by the way, happy birthday, Mom.
Thank you very much. And Wild Man is there. Hey, Wild Man. All right. Just a little bit of dill weed, in case you were wondering. And a pinch of salt.
It's not salt.
I mean, sugar. Listen to what I'm saying. Do as I say, not as I do. No, do as I... Just never mind. All right, let me put this over here where it goes. Put this up here where it goes. Really? There's like a tablespoon left. I might as well just... We need to get some more.
Yeah, we do.
Good stuff. It's not really balsamic. I mean, there's technically really no such thing as a white balsamic, but it is pretty good.
Yeah.
All
It
right.
smells like clear over here. It smells good.
It does. Get that mixed up. Try and get these cucumbers slid apart from when I sliced them. All right. Thumbs up. Here, tell you what. You want to stick that outside? Let it. That way I don't stink up the refrigerator. You've done that, put something in the fridge, and then regret it a few hours later. Oh, the whole fridge smells like fish. It smells like garlic. Oh, who put the Limburger cheese in the fridge open? Oh, never could stand that smelly cheese. But that's just me. All right, that's done. So I'm just gonna pull up my chair for a little while.
Ralph says he will be going metal detecting after this. A house has just been demolished and he's been given permission to check out the metal detecting on the property.
Dan, do you suppose you will detect some metal?
Crazy Food Crew's here. Happy birthday from the Crazy Crew.
Hey, Tim, guys. Tim and guys. Tim, guys. Hello. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for hanging out or coming in. Have a seat. Grab yourself a beverage. I'm just waiting for like another 5 minutes here, and then I'm going to I made some French bread. The loaves are rising right here. I figure why not, throw some French bread to make my French dip. Not that it really matters because it wasn't invented in France anyway. But
Ralph said probably a ton of rusty nails.
probably rusty nails, but you might get lucky, I suppose, and maybe find some change, or maybe is it an old residence? Has it been there for a long time? Maybe you might find like an old gold pocket watch, or something somebody lost at one point, a ring.
Lisa said the wild man's up at crazy Dad's house.
Ah ha ha! Oh, the wild man! Ow! Oh man, I like that last video you guys did with the barbecue sauce. Or that's the last one I looked at. Whoa! It's been one of those days where I haven't eaten a whole lot. Just, so I can absolutely gorge myself now, and I'll probably regret it at some point this evening, but not right away, and that's the important part.
Ralph said, yep, it was quite old.
Oh, okay. Well, you might find yourself a lost treasure or something. Definitely worth going to, take the metal detector. Have you used it before? Have you found anything good with it? I saw somebody, but the one I saw or used last was, it was even before Mrs. Old Guy and I met. It was, long time ago, and I imagine they're a whole lot better now than they were then.
Jim said French dips are one of Nate's mom's favorites.
I love French dip. I was saying a little bit ago that in Los Angeles there's two places, Philippe and Cole's, that they both claim to have been the inventor or the originating spot from whence French dip came. And I've had the opportunity to eat at Philippe a couple of times.
Yeah.
really good French dip. I mean, there's no question of that.
Yeah, they are good.
Um, in fact, Mrs. Old Guy, up until that point, she was never did really like the French dip.
Yeah, I
And
just don't like soggy bread.
right, she didn't like soggy bread, but she tried the one at Philippe, and actually she eats French dips now. As long as the bread is decent, you got to have a decent bread. If it turns to mush, it's not really very pleasant experience.
Sometimes I'll eat it without the au jus.
Yep, just eat a beef sandwich, which is okay, but it's like going to the movies and getting a popcorn, but absolutely nothing to drink. Okay, but it's not like that. Well, yes, it is. It's exactly like that. You're only getting half of it. The best part, you got to have something to wash down the popcorn, right? What do you know? I don't know. Oh, I'm going to give this bread like one more minute, I suppose. Not that another minute of rising is going to make that big of a difference, but I'm going to go with what I told myself. And I said, self, I'm going to wait till quarter after on this clock before I slit that bread and slit its throat and put it in the oven. Oh, it's only a matter of seconds now. Oh, there it is. All right. Oh, yeah, they look pretty nice.
Ralph said the best he's found so far is a gold locket.
Nice.
His breads look good.
Yeah, I hope that this knife is, plenty sharp enough. All right. Let's get this bread in the oven. Oh, you're kidding me.
Did you not turn it on?
Well, I did, but somehow it got shut off.
Uh-oh. Says it's warm.
Well, arg. I hate that. I turned the oven on. I don't know
Yeah, I don't know.
what happened, why it got shut
I
off.
didn't
But
shut it off.
oh well. And I was gonna sit here anyway while the bread baked, but now I've got to sit here while the oven gets hot. Oh, I know.
Tim says, what do you think of Arby's French dip?
For what it is, it's okay. But as far as, like if I was going to rate it against even like what I do or something, I mean, it's just doesn't compare. The sandwich part is okay-ish, their beef and the bread, but the au jus that they have, it's, I never have been a big fan of packaged and pre-made gravies and au jus and like the instant packages of Alfredo sauce and gravy and things like that. I don't know, I used to eat the stuff all the time and I thought it was just fine, but once I got to a certain point, I guess in my career when I've been cooking, that I just it's like lost my taste for it, and when I'd go to a place that had that stuff, I'd kind of lose my respect for them too, because a lot of that stuff it's just cheaper and easier to make it fresh. But
Yep.
anyway, I will eat an Arby's French dip from time to time. So it's not horrible. It's just not that great.
Steve says, I have a cousin who found a Civil War cannonball with a detector.
That's cool. Yeah, there's been a lot of them found, and same thing with rounds. You know, the different types of slugs, from the round ones to the bullet ones. Whew. Some of those 50 caliber bullets, I'm telling you what, they tear your leg off. Well, that's why they had so many amputees.
Ralph wants to know, what's your view on people double dipping?
Double dipping? Well, I double dip my sandwich all the time. But, see, it's my sandwich, it's my bowl of au jus. So I can double dip all I want. Now, if it comes to like a bowl of dip that everybody's using, and you got a chip, if you dunk it in twice, I don't care. Doink, doink. If you dunk it in and take a bite and then dunk it in again, is that what you're talking about? Yeah, well, I generally stay away from the dip after that. But most people are polite. If there's a little tray or plate, they'll put some on their plate and double dip it there.
Yep. Lisa says, hey Tom, what did you get for your birthday?
Older.
His birthday's actually Wednesday.
Yeah, but got a birthday card from my brother.
Yep.
And I'd say hi, but Doug and Shar are currently on vacation. Will be till March, so they may have occasion to watch, but chances are they're just going to be doing their thing, and that's okay. Where are we at? 200.
Tim says, we love that challenge video idea you're doing. That jalapeno cheesecake was really unique. Can't wait to see what's next.
Yeah, I've got, well, the next one, I'll just tell you right now, it's a spam challenge that Johnny Smallpepper gave me, which was it was pretty simple, request, pretty simple challenge just to make anything with with spam. So
Yep.
I've been thinking about it. Well, I got a couple thoughts. I'm not going to go too crazy. I'm not going to be thinking like I'm Iron Chef or something like that. And, I try to do spam 15 different ways or something.
John's here. Hey Tom, happy birthday.
Thank you, John. Welcome, welcome. Happy Saturday. Come on, oven. My bread would be in the oven by now, and I'm just... The fact that it's sitting out is okay. It's not going to hurt it to give it another, maybe 5 more minutes or so while the oven gets hot. But it is a little frustrating. I wanted it to be in there. By now, I should be getting just little wafts of baking bread. Oh, that reminds me. Ice. That's what gives you your nice crispy crust on French bread. I got a frying pan on the bottom. Just before I put those in, I'm going to throw this ice in there. It's going to create a bunch of steam. Pans are going to go down. It's going to be delicious French bread.
John said spam and mac and cheese pancakes for a dinner request.
Spam and mac and cheese pancakes for dinner request. Well, unfortunately I have to decline on that one, and the reason is Mrs. Old Guy does not like spam.
I will not eat it.
She won't eat it. She won't eat hot dogs. She won't eat bologna. So, when it comes to that, you know, I can't do it as a dinner.
I'm a picky eater, sorry.
You know, I have to do what I have to do, and I had to do it.
Tim said, how about spam nuggets?
Spam nuggets, yeah, battered and deep fried. Yeah, there's all kinds of things you can do with spam. Some are probably you shouldn't do ever. So other things are probably better than others, that's for sure. Now I tried the maple flavored spam not too long ago. In a pancake, it was okay. In the waffle, it was okay. But by itself, no. No. I like spam, but I didn't like that. Not at all.
John said mac and cheese pancakes.
Well, what's the purpose? Mac and cheese pancake. You know, you can't just put two things together and think it's going to work. Like, make a hamburger watermelon. Some things you just can't do. Come on now, where are we at? 340. I want 375.
Sorry, got shut off.
Yeah, me too. It's so well, you know. It's not the end of the world, that's for sure. Chumley the Wonder Dog. Come on now. Where are we at?
John said with
350.
pepperoni. Mac and cheese pancakes with pepperoni.
Macaroni and cheese pancakes with pepperoni. So I'm not exactly sure what you want me to do with that. Is that some kind of a request for our dinner? Is that some sort of challenge that you want me to do? I'm confused, John. Please clarify, if you would. 365, 370. Close enough.
Dinner request.
Okay. Okay, well, we'll write it down. All right. Bread's in the oven. Yay! Let's set that timer for 25 minutes. And we'll give it a check here in a bit. I'll start getting my shoo warmed up. Make get the mac and cheese ready to go into the oven. Baked mac. So, yeah.
Should be good.
Yeah, should be good. You know, it's just now January, and I'm already looking forward to October again, and getting a chance to take part in the Rocky Horror Picture Show Shadowcast again. I had so much fun with that last year that I really want to do it again.
Ed's here. Greetings all.
Hey Ed, welcome. You just missed the big exciting event. I put bread in the oven. Made some French bread. Just popped it in like a minute or so ago. French dip, baked mac and cheese. As soon as the bread comes out, then I'll probably get rocking on that mac and cheese a little harder. I'm going to start it here in a bit, but yeah, no sense in rushing it. I got 20 minutes before the bread's coming out, so minimum.
He says, this is your birthday, Uncle, or my brother's?
Well, it's probably your brother's because mine is actually on Wednesday, the 31st. But yeah, I think today is your brother's birthday. I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so, yeah.
There's lots of birthdays right here in this area.
What do you mean right here in this area? Like,
Well, in this time.
oh,
January.
oh, okay.
My brother's, Richard's, yours.
Okay, yeah, my sons, my nephews, yeah, my brother-in-law.
John says, how about cheeseburger pancakes?
You see, John, that's another one of those things, a cheeseburger pancake. Think about what you're saying, John. I'm not sure how I would accomplish a cheeseburger pancake. That's just beyond what my feeble little mind is able to relieve. Can't even picture it. I just can't. Doesn't work anymore. Oh, just to let some of you folks know that may have interest. New episodes of George and Pudgy are in the editing room as we speak, so there should be some new episodes coming out here pretty soon. Just to let you know, keep your eyes out for the Old Guy Radio Players channel.
Ed says, happy birthday, Uncle. Yep, Arnold's birthday is today.
Yeah, I thought so. Yep.
John says, what about cheeseburger lasagna?
Cheeseburger lasagna. Well, isn't that just a meat lasagna? Because you put cheese in a lasagna anyway. And I don't know how many times I've made it with burger, ground beef. Unless you're like thinking that I would fry up a square or a rectangle of a beef patty, and even then it would still pretty much just be the same thing. Sauce, you're not going to want it dry, are you? Or do you? Do you want it just dry, like some cheese, the burger, maybe some onions? Okay, write it down.
Cheeseburger lasagna?
Cheeseburger lasagna.
Okay.
I'll make it for you, John. I've already having ideas for a good sauce. So, you got it. As a matter of fact, let's make that one a challenge so I can get to it quicker. Okay, John? I'm making that a challenge. So I can, who knows? We put that in the basket when it's going to come up. Make it a challenge. It's a little bit different. I don't have many of them. So that one I'll get to it pretty quick.
Ralph said, well, if you put put the cheeseburger in the blender and then put it in a frying pan, and the cheese should melt and hold it all together as type of a pancake.
No, I'm not going to do that. I've tried food that's been blended or pureed. Something happens to it. I couldn't tell you what it is, but I've tried. Like there is this Korean meat that I like to make. Tried some in a blender one time. Put it in the blender, and it didn't taste a thing like it was supposed to. As a matter of fact, it was really awful. So yeah, blending up a burger, that's not a solution. That just creates a problem.
And John said the meat would be deer meat and chicken.
No. Not chicken, sure. Pork, sure. Beef, absolutely. You start getting much out of the ordinary, yeah.
Joshua's here. Hey, old guy.
Hey, Joshua. Happy Saturday. Happy Florida. I imagine it's a lot warmer there than it is here, but that's okay. Wasn't horrible.
John said, "Love you, Tom. You're the best."
Oh, I'm the greatest. I'm not the best.
Bug Bouncer's here.
I'm sorry, what?
Bug Bouncer's here.
Hey, Bugsy! How's it going, man? How's things down in chilly yet sunny New Mexico? Yes. By the way, I meant to ask you, how far are you away from Ojo Caliente? Do you know where that is? Ojo Caliente, New Mexico? I had a friend that used to live there many years ago, so wasn't much of a town. But just curious where you are with that.
He says, "Bless up, big dog," and he goes, "Love it all." Joshua says it's 76 right there, right now,
Yeah.
with a low of 65.
Yeah. See, that's nice. That's like spring weather here. Yep.
That's where Doug is right now.
Yeah, it's where my brother is. He's in Florida. I don't remember exactly what part of Florida,
Yeah, I
but
don't either.
that's where he is. You know, hanging out there for a few weeks, like a couple months.
Yeah.
He was he sent me a picture of they were driving down the road, and he's driving down the road, and you can see yachts, off in the distance, and my sister-in-law said, your brother's looking at yachts, but of course, not looking at yachts. Well, look at them, yeah, but he wasn't out to buy one. Holy mackerel!
That would be expensive.
Well, yeah, buying the yacht is the cheap part. Oh boy, yeah, no, I don't think it'd be fun to go play on one, but anyway.
Ralph says, "Is it true that some Americans eat roadkill, or is that just in the movies?"
No, that's absolute fact, and I can say that because I was witness to it myself. And I'll tell you, if you want, I'll be glad to tell you about it. Well, I don't know if you want or not, but I'm going to tell you about it.
But the meat still has to be warm, right?
Yeah, you don't want it. Yeah, you want it fresh.
Yeah.
Fresh kill, yeah. It was like 16 or so. Hanging around. It was kind of a fall night. I met this kind of like, I don't know, how best explain, just a hippie dude, I guess, just basic explanation. But he had been living on the streets and traveling from different places and so forth, and he invited me over to his place for some food. And I thought, sure, why not? He was probably, I don't know, in his mid-20s or so. We're walking up the street to his apartment, and right there in the gutter was this dead cat, this house cat that somebody hit with a car, and he was still warm. It just happened, so he picked it up and he carried it back to his place, and I watched him skin it and tack the hide up to a board and kind of scrape it down a little bit, and then he cleaned the guts out of it and put it in the oven with a little bit of water and some potatoes and some carrots and some onions, and he baked it up and offered me some baked house cat.
You.
So, okay, I'll try it, I guess. So I took a couple of potatoes and a couple of carrots and a little chunk of that meat. First I tried the vegetables. No. I'm going to tell you right now that the fat from a house cat is nowhere near as tasty as like fat from a pig or from a cow. Cat's fat is disgusting. It's really greasy and very like almost sticky kind of, and the meat was terrible. It was chewy and gristly. And yeah, so there's my yes, Ralph. Americans will eat roadkill.
Steve says that's literally insane, LOL. And Crazy Food Crew says meow meow.
That ain't chicken in your chicken chow mein. But you'd never know once they wrap it up and fry it real crispy. Oh man, that was the fun with that. Nope. Yeah, that was the. Then I got another. I did try another roadkill that was actually really good. This time it was when I was in the military. We were out on maneuvers, and when we were out on maneuvers, it was almost always on some farmer's property, and there'd always be an area of trees, whether it be a couple of acres or 50 acres. That's where we would mostly hold our maneuvers, is in these clumps of trees. Anyway, we were driving our Jeep up this road to get to where we were at, and my buddy hit a rabbit, and he stopped the Jeep, grabbed it, brought it back to the tent. We cleaned it up, and you've seen the big coffee makers, they're like 60 or 70 cup coffee makers, about that big. Well, we added a bunch of water and cut that rabbit up in there. And this farmer where we were at, he was a vegetable farmer, and there was vegetables all over the place, carrots and onions and lots of root vegetables. There's rutabagas and I forget what else, but there was some leafy greens and beans and all, So we just kind of helped ourselves around the perimeter of this guy's field, from the from the tree line, and made ourselves a big pot of rabbit stew. Our company commander came in the tent, and we're all sitting there eating, and he said, "Well, that smells good. What do you guys have in there?" And so, "That's rabbit stew, sir." So he sat down, and he was enjoying it, and he stops for a second, and he kind of looked at everybody, and he said, "I don't want to ask where these vegetables came from, do I?" "No, sir." He goes, "I didn't think so." Finished his stew.
Ralph says, "Ooh, LOL, I feel sorry for the cat's owner."
Yeah, well, cat didn't go to waste. You know, sorry it got killed, but I mean, I only took a bite. But the other dude, oh yeah, he was on that cat. He just about finished it while I was sitting there. He goes, "You sure you don't want some more?" "Oh yeah, I don't eat a lot."
John says, Tom, how about beef enchilada pizza lasagna?
Beef enchilada pizza lasagna. Abracadabra, hocus pocus.
Crazy Food Crew says, Wild Man wants to know if you ever watched Shoot to Kill, where Sydney 48 ate a rat.
Shoot to kill?
Yeah. I can't see Sydney somebody because the heart's in the way, but Porter or something.
I don't remember. I don't know. Is that Shoot to Kill?
Yeah.
TV show? I don't
It was
know.
a movie. I do
Movie?
kind of remember it, but
Yeah, I don't
the
know.
name, I don't know.
I don't know. It kind of sounds familiar, but I don't know. I mean, there's been a lot of movie titles that are similar to that, so I'm not sure. I don't know. Asking me these difficult questions. I'm 66. My brain is shrinking, okay? It shrinks. Check it out. I'm serious. Google it. It'll tell you the older men get, the bigger their ears are, and the more their brain shrinks. That's why we get grumpy. Don't think I'm kidding you. Google it. Google it. You'll see. Men's brains shrink. But your ears of all freaking things keep growing. You've seen these really old guys, right? They're really old, and they got like these big old freaking Dumbo ears. They've been around since creation. All right.
John said for dessert, cheesecake surprise.
Surprise! Well, I've got some cheesecake surprise already I'm going to have with dinner. How's that? If you didn't see it, John, Eli, whoa, what the hell? Eli challenged me to make a savory jalapeno cheesecake.
Yep.
And I did. And I'm going to have some of it with dinner. Works, it would be good it's a good little side dish.
Lisa says, I would eat robins before cats.
Yeah, it was not a good experience, and it was not anything that I repeated. But now Ralph can go around and tell his friends that I heard it from an American himself. He actually ate roadkill twice. A rabbit was a whole lot better than the kitty cat. Rabbit had been eating things like, rabbits eat lettuce and carrots and vegetables. Oh my.
So John's got another request.
Oh boy.
What about enchilada cheesecake?
Enchilada cheesecake? What about it? I don't know, John, if that's like I said, you can put these words together, but that doesn't necessarily make it something that's actually doable. An enchilada cheesecake. I mean, most of the components, you couldn't wrap it into a tortilla and steam it, like you would. You certainly wouldn't want to put masa in with a cheese cake. I don't know, buddy. There's some things you have to draw the line at, and I'm going to call it right there. That's it, buddy. No. No, keep hollering them out. Hell, you never know. I might make it just like that macaroni and cheese pancake with pepperoni on it. You'll see. I'll do it. I'll show you.
That bread smells good.
It does. It's got 3 minutes left. That's why I figured I'd go ahead and get this macaroni start cooking. Hungry. It's already been almost an hour. There's nothing ready. Well, I guess I did get the salad ready.
John says, or a cream style corn waffle.
I've already done that. I've already made cream corn waffles.
Yep.
I grew up eating them. They're delicious. Yeah.
That's what you and Val put the spam in.
The
huh?
spam in, yep. And I made a video of that. We have a video of that, and there's also a short of me just making the cream corn waffles. They are tasty. 2 cups of pancake mix, a can of cream corn, 1 egg, and a 1/4 cup of milk.
Enchilada waffles?
Enchilada waffles? That almost sounds like an exotic dancer. Miss Enchilada Waffles.
Ralph says, I wonder what a cheesecake would be like if made with cream cheese.
That's what I do make. A cheesecake with is cream cheese. Cream cheese, eggs, sugar, a little milk, a little bit of flour, some vanilla. That's a basic cheesecake. Some folks will add a little bit of sour cream. Yep, pretty simple, real simple. I make cheesecakes pretty frequently. Made them all the time at one of the restaurants I worked at. I mean, all the time, every week. 2 big cheesecakes. Each one weighed about 8 pounds. So, I mean, they were big cheesecakes, but it was for a restaurant, you know? What is it now?
John says, or a cheesecake made from Limburger cheese.
Oh, jeez. No. That's a huge no, because I can't even get near Limburger cheese. I'm not a fan of Limburger.
Ralph says, sorry, having a blonde moment meant with regular cheese rather than cream cheese.
Regular cheese?
Instead of cream cheese.
Making a cheesecake with regular cheese. Well, I mean, you kind of do that when you make a cheese souffle. That's basically what that is. Is a cheesecake with a savory cheese.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Yum.
Can you see those?
Yeah.
They look amazing. Smell even better. Let's get this on a cooling rack. Woo! I'm not gonna do it. You can't make me.
How about a pineapple upside down cheesecake?
Pineapple upside down cheesecake?
Yep.
Excuse me for a second, guys. Gonna start over again.
Uh-oh.
That pasta is way old.
Ooh.
It was all kind of crumbling and falling apart. So, another little delay. That's alright, bread's got to cool down anyway.
Crazy Food Crew said I could smell that fresh bread all the way here in Old House.
Oh. Oh yeah, that looks really good.
Yep. Should be good.
Oh, I can't take it. I just can't take it anymore.
Can't.
If I gotta wait for pasta to cook again before I can eat, I'm gonna snag a little sample of this bread.
John wants to know, have you ever heard of a brown sugar pie?
Brown sugar pie? No, yeah. There's pies that I've seen that use brown sugar like that. Pecan pie is a good example of that. All right, cut that piece off. Some butter. Oh, come on. Get off of the knife. Don't mess with me. But it's sticking to the knife, I ain't gonna have it. I ain't putting up with it, I tell you. There you go. Have you a little try of that.
Thank you.
Just a little something. See how good it is.
Yep. Delicious.
I lost my butter.
Aw.
What? Yep.
Photos Against Anxiety is here. Hello all.
I'm sorry, what?
Photos Against Anxiety is here. Hello all.
Greetings. Grab yourself a seat. Get yourself something out of the fridge. Just took a sample of this bread. Got for the French dip sandwiches tonight.
She says French dip sounds good.
It's my favorite sandwich ever. If you put me in a room with a row of sandwiches, I'm gonna pick the French dip every single time. You betcha. Love a French dip. Well, I won't pick it every single time if it doesn't taste good. I should be in the middle of cooking some baked mac and cheese, but unfortunately, the pasta that I found in my cupboard, I guess it's been a while. I make my pasta almost all the time, so the packaged stuff, sometimes it sits for quite a while before we use it, and it was evident with that last batch of elbow macaroni. It was really, really old. So This isn't so bad. This should be all right.
Photos Against Anxiety says she's having lemonade.
Lemonade. Oh, nice. Love lemonade. Yep. It's a good beverage. Even a hard lemonade once in a while. But if I'm going to drink one of those, I have it with some kind of food because I really don't drink.
Yep.
Just like a beer. I might have a beer sometimes, but if I'm having a beer, most likely I'm having pizza with it too.
Yep. Once in a while we'll have a wine or something, but
Yep.
not too often.
That's right. Yep. You notice I got wine bottles up here, but some of them are for cooking, and some of them will be for celebrations when they happen. Not anything here, that's for sure. There's nothing here worth celebrating.
John says he's drinking ginger ale.
I love ginger ale. What kind, John? What kind of ginger ale? I love the Reed's ginger ale. Oh, man, that is good stuff. The strong and the extra strong or whatever. Wow. Amazing. One's like drinking fresh ginger juice. The other one's like drinking fresh pickled ginger juice. They're really good. Reed's is my favorite. I used to like the Canada Dry.
Yep.
Now at heart, it's like they wave the flavoring over the top. Doesn't taste like ginger.
Photos Against Anxiety said I liked the pizza from the dollar store.
Oh man!
And then she said she hasn't had a ginger ale in a while.
I'm telling you, I want to mention. Now that you brought up that pizza, I searched that box high and low for an 800 number to call because I was not kidding when I said the toppings were rancid. They were absolutely rancid.
They stunk.
It smelled. It was awful. And the taste I had in my mouth afterwards was, it took like an hour for that nasty spoiled sausage to, it was just disgusting. I highly do not recommend them.
John said Reed's ginger ale indeed.
Oh yeah. Reeds. Good stuff. It's a little more expensive than the regular, but it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. Good stuff.
Photos Against Anxiety is laughing about that pizza.
It was very bad. Never again. There was one I did, it's been a long time ago, maybe a couple of years or so ago. It was a Western Family frozen pizza, a little one like that. It had like maybe 3 or 4 little pieces of artificial cheese on it and the sauce. That's it. It was. I thought that one was bad. That was actually pretty freaking good compared to this thing. Man. Dollar store food.
Ed wants to know what pizza brand was rancid.
Mr. P. Mr.
Yep.
P's. And we got it at Family Dollar.
Yep. You gonna try it, Ed?
Yeah, try it. I wouldn't eat more than a bite though. I ate that bite and my stomach gurgled and, I thought, ooh,
Spit it
really?
out.
But luckily it didn't, it's like, wow. Yeah, that was, spit the bite out. It was not good.
John. How about chicken fajita pizza?
Chicken fajita pizza? That's doable.
Lisa says Verner's ginger ale.
Yeah, Verner's is good. It's not as good as it used to be. I used to love Verner's. Yeah, but you know, when me and my friends would have a party or whatever, we'd make sure we get some Verner's. But over time, they kind of, I don't know if they changed their formula or just what. It just doesn't seem as good now as it used to. Same thing with a lot of things, though. Yeah. They pretty much killed our food.
So did you want me to write that down, chicken fajita?
Sure, write it down. We'll make that a dinner.
And it says, ha ha ha, yeah, I eat Mr. P's right.
It was Mr. Pizza, you know what? Man, I am so hungry. I have to do things twice. Ugh. I made sure the oven was on though, so that I don't have
To wait again.
to wait again. Jeez, I'm going off the deep end, folks. I'm actually having a soda pop.
Ralph says, can't remember what part of Aussie Great is in, but I heard on the news that they have Willy Willy there at the moment. Sounds like that's what they call cyclones over there.
I think he's in the Sydney area. Pretty sure. I think that's what he said. Sydney. New South Wales. Part of the country, so. Oh, come on.
Carol's probably watching. She watched last week, she said, but she's not
feeling
well
good.
enough to.
Yeah. Well, Carol, if you're watching, hope you are starting to at least feel somewhat better, for heaven's sakes.
Yep. She's just having a hard time with her lungs, her breathing and stuff.
Yeah. I hope you get sorted out pretty quickly. Yes, I do. Oh, come on. I'm hungry. I want to start slicing beef. I want to make sandwiches. Oh. Shall I give you a close-up on the bread? Doesn't that look delicious? Ooh. Bread maroon.
John says, how about for dessert, a chocolate-covered strawberry, maybe lava cake? I can't see the...
Chocolate-covered strawberry lava cake?
Yeah, I think that's what it says. The heart's in the way, so...
I don't know. Lava cakes are kind of down here on my type of desserts that I like. I understand what it's supposed to be. You know, a cake on the outside, the soft, chocolatey, you know, inside. But for me, it's like eating a really poorly made, undercooked cake. It's something about the texture that I don't like. And it's not just one. I mean, I've tried a few of them, and they're all the same to me. Lava cakes are just not my bag, I guess.
So Carol is here, and she says she's doing a little better.
Huh.
It has been a month, and she says, yes, Greg is in Sydney.
And I'm glad you're feeling a little better, Carol.
Yep, it's been a while.
It has. Like I said, a month. That's a time of being sick that you don't forget. Like, yeah, I'm not going to go there, but yeah.
Yep.
So glad you're feeling a little better. Absolutely.
John said, or an Oreo cookie ice cream cake.
Oreo cookie ice cream cake. Well, that sounds good.
Yep.
Put that down for a dessert option. See. Almost just another minute. Don't want them cooked quite all the way. They'll finish in the oven. They're just about ready. Oh, come on. I know you guys are hungry too. Speaking of food, come on now.
Photos against anxiety says ice cream cake, yummy.
Oh yeah, I'll do me some ice cream cake. One of my favorite ice cream cakes ever was a Guinness chocolate stout ice cream cake. Unbelievably delicious.
Yeah, those are good cakes.
Oh yeah, they're so good. If you've never had it, you gotta try it. You gotta make it. It's not hard. Just use a bundt pan, because I guarantee you it will fall. It's just the type of cake.
Yep.
If you make it and it falls, don't worry. It always does that.
Ralph told Carol, hi, glad you're feeling a bit better. Hopefully Greg won't be affected. It sounds like it's mostly Queensland being hit.
Ah. Yeah, well, yeah, Mrs. Old Guy and I, well, we had planned to actually move to Australia many years ago.
Yeah, came really close.
Yeah, we did. We'd figured out where we were, what city we wanted to go to, what school we were going to enroll our son in. Kind of searched the area pretty well. But unfortunately, even though I had several places that were interested, I couldn't go to work because I was, I think, 18 months older than they allow for a working holiday or work visa.
Yep.
So, and I would have needed a sponsor to actually move over there. So, because I wasn't able to work, at least that way. So anyway, I'm here, and that was that.
John said, Tom, you and Mrs. Old Guy, what would you do if y'all woke up in a bed of ice cream? We'd be cold.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, I'd be cold and probably angry. Cold and probably angry.
Ed says, challenge submitted, a Guinness Stout ice cream cake.
It's not a challenge, but I will definitely make it. Go ahead and write it down.
As a challenge?
I don't know. It's not a challenge. I'll just make it for a
As
dessert.
a dessert.
Yep. So milk and heavy cream going in this here pot. Couple different kinds of cheese. I got some cheddar and a little bit of pepper jack. Almost. Well, it's not almost. I gotta melt this in, then I gotta get it into the containers and then put it in the oven
Yep.
for at least a few minutes. I don't want to. I want to just make the mac and cheese, make my sandwich, and eat. Baked mac and cheese. Baked. Ooh. Well, I didn't have to put it that way, did I? It's my fault. I'm the one that says baked mac and cheese. Or did I say baked? I might have just put mac and cheese. I don't know.
It said baked, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's my fault. for saying baked. I could have just said mac and cheese, and then I'd have been done with it.
Johnny Small Pepper, sir.
Johnny, hey man.
He's listening, he says.
Just so you know, Johnny, I have plans on getting the video out this week that your challenge. You challenged me a while back to make anything with Spam. So I'm going to be doing that this week, so the video will be coming out pretty quick. I just did one that Eli challenged me to do, which was a jalapeno savory cheesecake with a Dorito crust.
Yep.
And I'm going to have a piece of that with dinner. So
Yeah, that was really good.
it turned out absolutely delicious. Mac and cheese here, getting ready to go in.
Steve says, strange not seeing Gray.
Yeah, well, people got lives other than watching this old guy. So that's okay. I'm sure that everything will be well. And Johnny, I gotta tell you, man, every time over these last few weeks, I always manage to see that you've had a live stream. It's like, I keep missing them. It's kind of aggravating.
He says nice about the challenge you're doing. This challenge.
Awesome. Yes. Pretty quickly. Just a little bit of breadcrumb on the top.
Well, Photos Against Anxiety says baked mac and cheese sounds good. I'm going to end up making a big dinner.
All right, that's in the oven. Oh.
Ralph says, we enjoy watching the Aussie border security program. Amazing how many people get caught with food in their bags.
Oh, I know. Believe it or not, I watched that a lot myself.
Yeah.
And especially over the last few weeks. And yeah, it amazes me why, especially people that go back and forth, like from China to Australia, or just anywhere really, and bring stuff they know is just, I guess it's a matter of, it's like playing the odds, right? I mean, they can't search everybody. So, I guess you could probably get away with it a few times. Or not. It just, I wouldn't be that lucky. If I even tried to bring anything other than what I was supposed to, I know that I would be immediately caught, immediately hauled off, deported, never come back kind of thing. So, not me. If I ever get the chance to travel down under, believe me, the only thing I'm going to have with me is what I'm supposed to. There'll be no concealments with this guy. Oh, come on. I am so hungry. It's my fault. It is my fault. Everything got delayed about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's okay. That's okay.
What's the matter, Chum?
I'm going to slowly start warming my au jus that I painstakingly made over last night and today. Here's my beef. A nice bottom round roast, which has been just kind of roasted and cooled. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be a fairly rare yet. So every bit of drippings is going back into that pan. Let me see here. Oh, can you see that? That is absolutely perfect. Nice and rare on the inside here. This
Yeah,
is
hold it up towards camera. Yep, that's good.
beautiful. That is going to make some really nice dip. Slice this.
It's okay, Johnny.
I'm pretty good at this. I can, slice it almost as good as a slicer. Oh yeah. I want to just grab that piece right now, but I won't do it. Oh yeah. That's nice. I didn't set a timer for the mac and cheese. So let me do that. We'll give it, what? It's been in there like maybe, what? Just a couple minutes.
Not long.
So we'll go. 15 minutes. I'll tell you what, I am gonna. Let's crank the heat. A little bit hotter. Maybe it'll brown up a little bit on the top. Slice this up. Oh. All right, I can't take it. Oh yeah. That's a nice tender piece of beef right there. For those of you that are vegetarians, Ralph, sorry, I hope this isn't too hard for you to watch. I sure like being a carnivore.
Ralph says, why does it look like the element for the pot keeps going on and off?
It does. That's how the stove works. When it's on a lower setting, it'll come on for a few seconds and then it'll go off.
Yep.
That's just how it works. Oh yeah. Let's cut up a nice pile of this because I'm not going to kid around on this sandwich. Pile it high. Oh, oh yeah. That's enough for maybe one sandwich right there. Yes. I'm all excited now. We're getting to the good part. Oh, yeah.
His favorite sandwich.
It is. Always has been. When I go to restaurants, I'll look to see if they have a French dip. And I'd have to say I'm happy with what they have maybe 4 out of 10 times. Most of the time, the French dips that I get at places, either the au jus is just a package mix, or the beef is really old. I hate getting an old beef sandwich, especially like hot open face hot roast beef sandwiches. Those are great. Not when the roast beef is like so old it's starting to turn gray and even a little bit of blue.
Yep.
That's not a good sign. You want to stay away from green meat, fuzzy cheese.
Greg's here. Good morning, good people. Happy birthday, Tom.
Hey, thank you, Mr. Future Man. Welcome. I am just cutting up slices of the beef here to make the French dip. You guys got French dips there? I asked Ralph. Don't know that I got an answer.
Yeah, I don't think
You
so.
got French dip sandwiches there? Do you know what a French dip sandwich is? if they don't, you should open a French dip sandwich shop. All right.
Johnny says aged beef is green.
Yes, aged beef is green. You're right. Yeah, but if you're at somebody's house and their meat's green, chances are it's not aged. Well, I mean, well, it's aged all right.
Carol says there's that sweetheart, thank God.
All right.
Greg says no, old guy, we do not. Sounds good though.
So a French dip.
Yep, they do not have
Yes, they do not have it. So what it is just very thinly sliced roast beef put into I guess you could call it gravy, but it's just like water. It's very thin. You dip your sandwich into that.
Greg says a business opportunity with the French dip sandwich, I say.
I would think if you don't have them there, I would think that you would probably do pretty well. I know you guys like, just like everywhere else, people like their meat, meat sandwiches.
Ralph says, sorry, I didn't hear you ask. I nipped to the other room for a second.
Ah.
I didn't think I missed anything. I haven't really heard of a French dip.
Okay. Yep, it's just a thinly sliced meat on a bread that's got a bit of a crispy crust, served with this watered down gravy. It's very watery, but it has a lot of beef flavor
Yes.
and other things too, depending on what you like with it, like carrot, celery, onion cooked with it, or whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna let that get hot. I got like 8 minutes left. Turn that down. I'm just gonna let this meat get hot. I'm gonna pull out a chunk of fat that I put in there. This wouldn't be very good on the sandwich.
Ew.
Very tough and chewy. Mmm. I'm tempted to put cheese on it, but cheese really doesn't belong on a French dip sandwich. But I am tempted.
Got it, Steve.
What do we got?
Swedish meatballs.
Oh, good one. I love Swedish meatballs. Took me a long time before I would make them again when I was doing my apprenticeship many years ago. The place that I was working at did a lot of wedding caterings, and we had a big wedding to prepare for. 5,000 Swedish meatballs. Took us a couple of days, and that's all we did. All day. Stand in that frickin' meat cooler. Wet.
What a
Wet.
boring job.
Boring. Cold. Just miserable. 5,000 Swedish meatballs. Not to mention the prep of when it came time to cook them and get the sauce and the pasta and everything else ready. Anyway, it took a really long time before I made Swedish meatballs. I mean, they were seriously long time, like 20 years.
Drake said the cyclone up north is tearing it up.
Yeah, that's what Ralph was just talking about a few minutes ago.
Yeah, he asked him how.
Getting some weather, yeah.
Greg also told Steve, are they like the ones that the furniture store IKEA was making out of horse meat?
I don't know. I've never had horse meat.
Don't sound good. I wouldn't eat it.
I've heard people eat horse meat all the time. I don't think it's Probably just a matter of what you're used to. Yep. Oh, I may not like some foods, but it doesn't bother me that other people do. Like, ooh, I can't stand you eating that. It ain't like that. You want to eat it, I don't like it. Good for you.
And Steve says that's a crazy number. LOL, not sure.
All right. It's plenty hot. I probably could have waited a minute for that, but that's okay. I'm in a hurry. I want my dinner.
Charlie wants dinner too. He's laying here whining.
Well, he ate his dinner already.
He says he wants a fridge dip.
He wants a. Does he really? Oh, would you go grab that salad?
Oh, yeah. What's the matter, Chum Chum?
Made a little. For those of you that were not here, I made a little cucumber salad a while ago. It's been sitting outside in the nice cool night air. Awesome. It's got coarse cucumber, some onion, and some pickled red bell pepper. Wait a minute. You do it this way. Put it in the right bowl here. Oh, this is going to be good.
Yeah, well,
I could almost drink that. I'd probably regret it if I did. Okay.
how you warming that cheesecake?
How am I going to... Do you want me to warm it?
No, it might be okay like it is.
Well, I don't know. I'm glad you mentioned it, though.
I do want to try some.
Yep.
That was good.
Alright. So, this is the cheesecake, the savory cheesecake that I made. Let's see.
So Greg said, told Steve that there was a scandal there in Australia that they found IKEA, as they have big eateries in their complexes, were using horse meat in their Swedish meatballs. I thought they tasted great.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with horse meat. It's prepared right. Alright. Just nobody would want a big wedge of this, I don't think. Oh, for those of you that maybe didn't see it, I'll give you a little bit of kind of a look at it. I don't know how well you'd be able to see it. Could you tell me, Miss Soldai?
You can see it pretty well.
Yeah, there's that Dorito crust. I use the Tapatio. There you go. I'll give you that. Mm-hmm.
I'll give you my 15 cheeseburger.
Okay. And I'll give you this cucumber salad. I'll show the folks. It's a real quick cucumber salad.
Pull it down.
Down a little bit.
Yep. Cool.
And that mac and cheese should be coming out here.
Oh, chummy.
Looking good. Shut that off. All right. It's showtime. Shoot.
Thanks.
Yep. Heard that, not a lot. And let's cut some bread. Won't make it too big for you. Like that?
Yep. That looks good. Greg says, oh, look, there's Eli's Cheesecake Challenge. Looks awesome.
Oh, yeah.
From the M on the yum.
It is really good.
It is. It turned out really good. I was surprised.
She has no faith.
I knew you would make it good. I just didn't think it would taste good.
Well, if you knew I would make it good, how did you think it would not taste good? No? I mean,
Yeah, go together or
you're
whatever.
just a series of contradictions here. All right, let's build a sandwich. There's the cheese, mac and cheese. I'm going to show the folks the sandwich just real quick. Oh, you know what? I could put that mac and cheese on there. Oh, beautiful. My. Isn't that a lovely sight? See that?
Yep, looks good.
Can you see that cheese bubbling on there?
Again.
All right. Throw a little meat on this here bread for me. Oh, that looks good. Oh, can't forget my mac and cheese.
Steve says it looks great. You might take a fork.
Do you need a fork? I did not
Oh,
put
you
one.
did.
I was gonna
Sorry.
say I thought I gave you one, but
It was in a salad.
just for the heck of it, I'm gonna pop this in and just see if it takes a microwave and give it about 15 seconds.
Greg says, okay, I have to give that a 4.5 ounce. Yum. 0.5.
I'm gonna try a bite of this warmed up and let you know.
Okay.
Held its shape real nice. Oh, let me see it. Ooh, wow. That is amazing like that. Woohoo! You're gonna love it.
Yay.
It's got just the right amount of everything, the bacon flavor and
Thank you.
Yep. Okay, that was excellent. First bite. Let's get into the main event here. Let's see what this sandwich tastes like. Good solid dunk here. Yum. That is some good French dip right there. All right, let's try the mac and cheese.
That cheesecake is good, warmed up.
It is, huh? If you make the savory cheesecake, serve it slightly warmed. Ha ha! Woo!
Yeah, it's hot. Mine a minute.
Oh, whew.
You okay?
Yeah, I need 1 second. Whew. Ooh.
Are you okay, Tom?
Yeah. Ooh. Wow. That was a little too hot.
Careful.
Wow. I just wanted to check my tongue to see if I blistered it. That was really hot.
Glad you're okay. Careful.
I should have gave it another minute.
Ralph says whenever I think of Eminem, the singer, it makes me think of M&M's.
Makes you think of what?
M&M's.
Well, I wonder why that is.
Greg says, I hate when I burn my mouth like that and it blisters up and you get that thin layer of skin peeling off your mouth.
Luckily, I think it'll be all right. We'll see. I just hope I can still taste.
Careful.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. I'm real happy with this. Well, I was thinking I wasn't going to run over tonight, but I may. Mm. Chumley's been a whiner here lately. I think they're both the dogs are just tired of the cold and being inside all the time.
Ralph said, would a glass of milk help?
Probably not. It's okay. Really, it is. I taste just everything's fine. I can feel where it burned, but I can still taste everything okay. So
Sounds good.
Yeah,
You turned out really good.
for me, in order for a French dip to truly be good, the au jus has to be good enough to have by itself.
Yeah.
That's if you could sit there and drink or sip down a bowl of au jus, you know it was made right.
Mac and cheese is really hot.
Mm-hmm. Another bite of this cheesecake. If you're gonna have, like any kind of Mexican food, this would make an excellent side dish
Yeah.
for it. I mean, it's really good with what we got. Yeah, great for a party. I really like that. That's definitely going into my little book of things that I do. Whew. Any of you folk out there ever had black bottom pie? Anybody? Anybody? Oh. basically a chocolate pie with a butter custard, a rum custard on the top. Is basically it. Mm-hmm. Next week is deep dish, Chicago style deep dish pizza, and that was Tim at Crazy Food Crew
Yeah.
requested that, so that is coming up next Saturday. Oh. And here shortly, I will draw for the week after. But I'm way too hungry to stop right now. Mac and cheese is hot, but it's really good. Mm-hmm.
Ralph said he might have to skip the metal detecting today, being how that it's about 3 p.m. and raining cats and dogs.
Ah, yes. Well, when it's been raining cats and dogs, have you ever gone out and accidentally stepped in a poodle? Ah, ah. Or a poodle puddle? Oh, you don't have to be raining to step in a poodle puddle, though.
Jessica's here. I am late.
All right, Jessica. You are not late. Help yourself. We are having French dips, and I'm telling you. Absolutely delicious. Having a little bit of the jalapeno savory cheesecake that Eli challenged me to and warmed up. It's amazing. Yeah, so far everything's really good. But then again, it's one of my favorite things, so I generally don't make it bad. Oh, this is my favorite dinner. I think I'm going to screw it up.
Jessica said thank you. I thought I missed our dinner.
No, you're fine. Grab your Diet Coke and make you a sandwich, get you a mac and cheese. Some of this here savory cheesecake. Got a little bit of heat to it, but not much. Just enough to notice.
Johnny said he loves French dip.
Johnny, have you eaten at Philippe and Kohl's in LA? I'm really curious what your take is on them if you have. I've tried Philippe, but I haven't tried Kohl's yet.
We'll have to try to do that next time around, though.
Yeah, next time. Yeah, oh yeah, it's in the plan. I will say that so far, without having had Kohl's, Philippe is by far the best French dip I've ever had. It was amazing. I loved it.
He says, no, I have not.
I couldn't possibly describe to you how good it is. You know, the bread is amazing. The beef itself, just super tender. The au jus, you could tell that, you know, it's definitely not no packaged crapola. That's the real stuff there, and it is just, I can't describe how delicious it is. Yeah, if you next time you go down to L.A. area, Johnny, give it a try.
Johnny says, I'm a Chicagoan. I'm a huge deep dish pizza fan.
Ah, nice. Well, let me ask you this then, Johnny. Is there a what is it for you that makes a Chicago style deep dish pizza a Chicago style deep dish pizza? Is there one thing above the others that just kind of, when you get it, it just says to you, this is it? I'm really curious about that.
Johnny says, funny how you can make all the elements of the French dip experience all unique and give it that sensation that is so good.
That's it.
And Jordan's here.
Hey, Jordan. Good evening. Hope you folks are well this fine Saturday evening there in, I was going to say sunny Las Vegas, but it's not sunny right now.
Johnny said, told Greg 2,000 calories per slice. Get your defibrillator.
Yeah. No kidding. Mm. Mm. Hey, Carol, I have a question for you. Are you feeling good enough? I can send you down a piece of pie after my stream. I would be happy to share with you.
Rob says that you might have worn a birth anniversary party hat for the stream.
An anniversary, yeah, a birthday hat.
And Johnny says the crust, the layer of sausage, sauce, and the crust has to be special, crunchy, yet able to hold the 1.5 inches of pizza above it.
Right.
It's one of the greatest things to eat.
Well, I'm looking forward to it next week. I love pizza. I owned a pizzeria and then turned into a full serve Italian restaurant many years back. So I absolutely love pizza. So when I have an opportunity to make it, especially for like live stream, a lot of times I'll go to great extremes and make it all from scratch. The sausage, the sauce, the cheese, the crust, all of it scratch on the stream. And I think I'll probably do that this week. It's been a while since I've made some mozzarella. So, as long as I don't screw it up. Well, what do you think, Mrs. Old Guy, so far?
Yum. That was delicious.
Couple more.
Carol says, sure, I just lost my air, not my appetite. Thank you.
Awesome. One thing I like about the baked cheese, mac and cheese is that Little crunchy bits on the side. It's like crunchy bits on the side of a lasagna.
Greg patted Carol on the back gently and then gets jealous of Tom's pie earring. She's lucky she just lives a couple houses down.
Yep. Yep, just down the street. All right. Johnny and Greg, and I'm not sure who else maybe has come in since I've mentioned it, but new George and Pudgy episodes on their world trip are being edited, and so you should start to see them coming out here within the next few days. So just check the old guy radio players. They'll be coming up here pretty quick.
And I try to share them on Facebook when he shares them, when he gets them done.
Yep. All right.
Mac and cheese is really good.
Yeah, it turned out great.
What, 3 cheeses is what you put in there?
2. Pepper jack and cheddar.
Yes, he said, so can you visit Carol on foot?
Yeah, there's literally
2 houses down.
3 houses down from us.
Yep.
1, 2, and she's in the 3rd one. Yep. Right down the street. Well, right down the highway. It's not a street, it's a highway. State highway. People are supposed to drive slow, but they don't.
Carol told Greg that she would share. And he goes, okay, I'll be there in about 20 hours.
Yeah. All right. It's whipped cream time. You know what that means. That means I'm going to be getting a pie here in about a minute and a half or so.
And if you have headsets, you might want to watch out.
Yep.
He's going to be using a whisk.
Yep, watch out, guys. It's going to get loud. The reason my whisk is so loud, I have it right here next to my microwave, and kind of vibrates a little bit and knocks a shooter-sized bottle of rum into the bowl, and it really bent my whisk. Alright, we're almost there, guys. And I'll be grabbing that pie. Oh, come on.
Ralph says, so it's a highway with a footpath over there. Over here, it's illegal to walk along the highways.
We don't have a
that don't
choice.
have footpath.
There's no choice here.
There is a side of the road that you can walk on and not be
Part
a
of
highway.
part of the way.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go grab a pie, folks. I'm gonna be out of sight for a second. That's out of sight, baby. All right. Ho, 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 ho. This door shut. This is a pretty big pie right here. Woohoo! Yay!
Yeah.
Kind of just smeared around. Thought about pulling out my piping bag, but I'm not going to take 15 minutes to put a bunch of little stars on here just to cut it and eat it.
Girl says, wow, pie.
Oh, yeah. Mmm. Mmm.
Crash. Little Polly wants pie.
Do I have plates out there for the pie?
No.
No. Well, then I'll grab plates for the pie.
Greg's like, ooh.
Mmm.
Bummer.
Well, I guess that one's mine.
I don't mind eating one that fell apart.
Needless to say, that didn't come out according to plan. Try that again.
Greg says there was a lady moo cow, or lady cow. Moo. Yep. That's who it was. Little Polly. She
No.
wants a piece of pie.
No. Just want to try to
Greg says, now where's the candles?
try to clean that side just a little bit so you can see the layers. Oh, it's too dark. You're not getting. Got a lighter?
I don't.
I don't. For that light, it's just on top of my desk thing there. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. All right. It always does that. Okay. Can you see the layers there?
Kinda.
Closer?
Yep. Now you can see it. Definitely.
That layer in the center there, that is a rum custard. I made it with a little bit of Bacardi white rum and some Kraken spiced rum. You might want to grab your fork that you used before. So I'll just eat my jumble here.
Ralph says my electric flea comb arrived from AliExpress and it's actually quite effective.
Awesome.
Johnny says dang, and Greg says damn, that looks good.
Mm.
Mm.
Get a nice.
Yum.
The rum has got. It's not overpowering. You get a nice little kind of a taste, and then
Yeah.
it kind of goes away into the chocolate. Mm. That's really good.
Carol says again, wow.
So tasty. Ooh, this is just pretty much a bite of the rum custard. Yep. No problem with this pie. Mm-mm. I'm not going to do, well, I don't suppose I could physically do it now. But once upon a time, I ate 4 pies, 2 chocolate, 2 vanilla. Just pudding pie, you know, put it into a pie shell. But that was in an evening. I paid the price.
Greg says, I'm more than happy to have that jumbo. That's another 4.5 out of 5 M's. Yum, 0.5.
Oh man.
His yum has 5 M's.
Yes, yes, yes. That is very tasty. And don't worry, Carol, I'll use a different knife before I cut your slice. Wow. That was worth it to me to make it.
Mm-hmm. Yum.
You know, it's kind of funny. I thought, well, you know, there's not really a whole lot for me to do tonight. You know, the kitchen shouldn't be too bad at all. And then I look back and I see that it's really not too bad. Just got to put stuff away and tidy up a little. Yes, yes, yes.
His mess is on the table.
What's that? The biggest mess is on the table. You're right. All right, guys. I'm going to cruise on out of here, I think. I suppose I'll give you, you know, like I always do, I try to give you that, you know, that last minute to, if you got another dinner suggestion or a comment or a question, now's a good time for it. Oh, and I got to pull a ticket here, so.
Carol says, I'm sick, not you. And Greg says, LOL, I'm going to lick that knife clean. He's getting ready to draw right now, Carol.
Yep.
She said, did you draw?
Draw.
Ralph said, maybe during each live stream, you could take a picture of each meal and then make a college thing.
And make a what?
One of those college things.
Yeah, maybe. It's a little late now. Been doing this for like a couple of years now, so. All right. So next week, Chicago style deep dish pizza, followed by. Did I drop a
I
ticket?
did write it down, Steve.
Guess I didn't drop any. That's good.
Yeah, I don't see.
Okay, that's an appetizer. I'm going to have to get it again. It was mozzarella sticks. Try to keep appetizers and side dishes out of here. So let's grab a different one. All right, this one comes to us from Steve. A turkey club sandwich. And I guess mozzarella sticks. No side voting. No side dish vote.
Okay.
All right. Woohoo! Well, I'm going to get out of here, guys. I want to thank you for joining Old Guy on his birthday celebration weekend. Not that I'm really doing much. I'm old and I'm in the way. But until next Saturday, I hope everybody has a great week. I'm going to say, please get out there and do something good in your community. Give back to a neighbor somehow. Help out somebody. Just do something to help out your community a little bit, okay? I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you next Saturday night. Bye-bye.